Blessings, everybody. Welcome to another segment of Real Talk Cafe where we're going to show the world the definition of real. We're off campus again. We're live here at the Boys and Girls Club with Eddie Edwards, the founder of RTC program. And so we just wanted to let the people know what's going on with him and what he's doing to add value to the lives of young kids and doing what he can to turn things around and to really put them in position to be respective citizens in the world today. And that's one thing that we're missing because, we have a lot of people talking about doing stuff, but this brother is actually doing it. And that's one thing that's missing more than anything is some actual doers out here in this world today. So with that being said, I want to introduce to everybody, brother Eddie Edwards. What's happening with you, man?
Oh, nothing much, nothing. I really just wanted to say I really appreciate being here. You say I'm doing, but you as well is also doing with me. So, I just wanted to give back and there's some problems out there, and I wanted to be a part of the solution. RTC stands for Restorative Training Center, and what that is that when kids are suspended from school and instead of them being at home and not doing anything, they come here to the center. And, we'll give them a little tough love. We'll make sure the schoolwork is done. And hopefully we'll have the conversation and get you back in school with a better attitude. So, that's a very small piece of the puzzle, but it's just, like I said, me wanting to give back. I started doing this back in Detroit some years ago. I wound up meeting the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club, and he liked what I had. And he said, hey, I have a building. It's not being occupied or used during those times. And I would love to have your program in here. So, it's a pilot. We're trying to just, like I say, hold our youth accountable. If you're gonna get into something and get in a little trouble, there are consequences, and I want to be a part of those consequences, and also a part of, like I said, the solution. So, just thanks for having me, man. Thanks a whole lot.
Man, before we go any further, I got to have you break down that solution, man, because that's what the world, they don't mind having problems, but they have an issue with solutionaries.
Yeah.
People that have the actual solution, because it's almost like the way the world is set up. Like, look, hey, let's have all kind of havoc and, all kind of hell and high water, but don't fix it.
Right.
Even though we want to put a Band-Aid on or a patch, we don't mind hearing about the problem, but
right.
Don't you dare be a solutionary.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
man, let's talk about that solution, man.
Well, like I say, RTC is the solution that I've come up with. One thing I do a seminar that I've been across the state in a few places and had the opportunity to deliver, and what I call the 4 Ps. And I tell young youth all the time is to use the 4 Ps. The first P is the process. Process every scenario, every situation. First, you have to process it. Second is patient. A lot of our youth get in trouble because they just react and they don't process what's going on. So number 2 is to be patient. Number 3 is once you commit to an action, make sure that action is positive. So 3 is positivity, and 4 is get through that action on a positive note, and that's perseverance. So you have process, patience, positivity, and perseverance. Those are the 4 Ps to solutions. Any scenario, anything you're thinking about, especially if it's negativity, go through the 4 Ps, and hopefully you get out on a better outcome. So that's a solution, and I try to give and deliver that to our youth. On top of, like I say, just holding them accountable, for their actions, and just saying, hey, we're also support. We're here to support our youth. I don't look at this as punishment. I look at this as a tool for our youth, and like I say, solutions, and just somebody to just talk to outside of school and outside of parents. So, like I say, it's new, but people are starting to gravitate to us. We're starting to get more kids, as you can see, and it's I think once it takes off and we really get our foundation in order, we'll be able to do some great things. So that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Wow. One thing that I see that's founded here is the love, you know what I mean, that you have for yourself, first of all.
Right.
And once you have that, you will develop a genuine love for people. And that's one thing that, you know, is not really going on in the world today. Everybody all about themselves, me, my four, and no more. But when you have a love for yourself, you recognize what it took for you to understand what would bring you peace. So now you can disperse that to other people, and not so much through what you have to say, but through your everyday life. You know, you bearing much
Your
fruit.
actions, right.
You know, and I like the everyday activities that's set up. It's actually a curriculum, where they not just coming in here and do what you like. No, you come in here and you exercise, then the study hall, and because they actually send him emails to schools to the work that the kids have to do,
Right.
and he makes sure it gets done,
Right.
and then we can play and laugh and have a good time.
Right. But that's one of my requirements to come here. I make sure you have schoolwork. You know, a lot of our kids are getting in trouble. Some of them are already behind. So by you being suspended, I don't want you to get even further behind. So that's one of my requirements. I need schoolwork. And as you can see, even if the kids get done with schoolwork earlier, we have, like you said, our own curriculum where we have assignments, and we send those assignments back to the school with the student to say, hey, we've been doing extra work on top of the work you provided. So it's, you know, it's like I tell my kids here, it's mind, body, and soul. The body is the physicality, us exercising, you know, which helps with mental health. A lot of our kids are on medication, so if we can exert some of that energy and get them to just kind of mellow out, and then, you know, that's kind of like a self-medication instead of you taking meds. So, you know, the soul is getting into your spirit, getting into your mind, you know, and just getting your work done. You gotta get your work done, exercise, self-pride, self-love, and once you get you together, then that helps with you dealing with other folks. So, you know, it's just a totality of what we're trying to do here. And, you know, the younger the better. If we can start with the younger youth and plant that seed where that mind, body, and soul is implemented, and then the better outcomes hopefully we'll have with our kids. So it's, you know, like I say, it's early. You know, you've been here. You've seen some of the work we've done. And it's a process. But what I do want the kids to know is that we're going to be consistent. We're going to be here. And, you know, when you get in trouble, now they're looking over their shoulder and they say, hey, we got to go to RTC this week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the thing here. We're going to be here, hopefully for a long time. And hopefully we'll plant seeds around and get this, you know, across, who knows? Yeah. It's a need. You know it's a need. You know it's a need.
And this is one thing that really gets under my skin. Where there's a need, there's nobody to aid, you know, with funding and seeing what they can do to help. You know, especially if it's somebody that's not, you know, of the upper echelon. You know, everybody want to be involved with something that's already running. Nobody wants to, you know, be involved with something that matters, first of all. Yeah. And that's on the ground roots. Right. You know, true. Because this brother already got a solid foundation. Yeah. You know, wanting to help. Yeah. And first of all, he's received help. You know, and that's another thing. We got a lot of people trying to help folks that need more help than the people that's seeking help.
Yeah. And it's funny you say. I mean, what's true is, you know, when I do my seminars and I talk to pretty much young men or youth, I tell them all the funding's on the back end. There's no front end funding for programs like this. It's after you get in trouble. That's where the money comes in. Mm-hmm. You know, all the resources and everything are on the back end. But that's how the system works. We get you in a little trouble, now we can do what we want with you, okay? Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of young guys and people in general pay salaries, you know, to the system for getting in trouble. Mm-hmm. But what I'm trying to do, I call it get the inform before the reform. And what that means is get the information before the reformation. You got all the reform, the prison reform, criminal justice reform, police reform, sentence reform, but there's no inform. This is the inform right here, front end, in hopes that we can keep you out of the reform. You see what I'm saying? So Yeah, there's no funding. This is all volunteer work. But you know, you got to have a passion and want to give back. You know, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, and if we're able to just change a life here or two, then we're doing good work. So we'll see. We'll see.
And that's the thing. I mean, because the kids are actually respectful. Because Brother Eddie's a respectable brother, and he conducts, like the Bible says, do everything in decency and order, and all business be men. So he's conducting this, as a business, but it's also as a way of ministry as well. Because anytime you really getting in the minds of people, where you have the ability to, but doing it in the right way, people, they want to be hands off on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, whoa, wait a minute, we're not here to help. We're just here to, to surpass, whatever they think they want to do. But when you start talking about actually helping, that's when people bag up, especially the city and the state. Okay, where y'all at? Y'all know this brother here. Where we at on 7 Paul I?
Oh yeah,
Philip?
726 Madison.
Yep, in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yeah.
So you can't say you don't know, because if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know
that this brother is here doing a great work and doing all he can to make this city a better place.
Yeah.
And so with that being said, man, you got to say anything in closing?
Well, I'm just, I'm just grateful for, brothers like you that want to just come and help out, As bad as I want to pay folks, it takes, people like yourself that just want to come and give back and give some time. And we'll grow. I'm very confident we'll grow. And, we'll look back on this and be like, wow, we started when, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we say, hey, we're just trying to put out some good young men. I think with all the stuff that's going on in the world, and we have to do our part. You know what I'm saying? We can't wait for like I said, the reform. We have to get on the front end of this and try to solve the problem. We have a lot of issues that are dealing with weapons and guns and violence in our community. How do we take that taste out of their mouths? We start at a very young age. We hold our kids accountable at a young age. We work with them. We plant that seed in them. We give them confidence. We let them know that they can be successful. We support them. And, we're consistent. We show up. And that's what it's all about. So I'm just grateful, to be able to do what I have been able to do on a very small level. And just hopefully it grows and people see the value. And I think it's going to be the results of the youth. We're getting the schoolwork done. I've had teachers say, hey, this student has done good work, coming through your program. This student has had a better attitude. And, we've had some repeat offenders. And for them to know that we're going to be here. Like I said, we're going to be consistent. And, at the end of the day, the word that you use is, we're going to let the kids know that we love them. A lot of kids in our community don't hear that, but when you come here, you're going to hear it, and we're going to show it. So just thanks for, just coming here and letting me say a few words, and hopefully in another 6 months, or who knows, maybe sooner, maybe longer, that, we're doing this, state to state. And, we're just helping and we're giving back, and, our kids are growing from it. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I know a brother. Thanks. Shout out to Kendrick Cummings, man, for, hooking us up. Another good brother that's doing a lot of stuff out in the community.
Oh, yeah, doing good. What is that, for the love of hip-hop, huh?
Yeah, he's a hip-hopologist. I don't know what that is, but he's...
Oh, he does. He does. Good buddy of mine. So, yeah, thanks for the connection. Actually, I texted him and was very appreciative that, he put the word out. Ken's been working with kids for a lot of years, so he sees what I'm trying to do, and, he's seen that you being a good brother, and the connection was there, so we're just fortunate, So, also, if you're in the Grand Rapids area and you hear this, and you know we're down at the Boys and Girls Club right here on Madison. If I don't care if it's an hour, if it's some good brothers that want to volunteer, want to give back, just come on down. You might have a skill that you can instill in some of these youth, and you know we need it. We need all the good positive folks that we can get, male, female, and we can use some donations. People that want to donate. Like I said, it's a pilot, it's a new program. We do have our 501c3, and we want to just get out here and grow and develop. So that's what we do here. Coming in now is one of my interns. Come on over here and introduce yourself. She's been very instrumental in just helping us grow and develop.
Come here.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hey. So yes, intern. Where do you go to school?
Grand Valley.
Grand Valley. Kristen here, but very helpful. So like I say, we're just talking about the program and just putting us out here. I put her on blast right quick. So she's probably like, what is he doing? But like I say, we're gonna grow and develop. But just look us up. Come by and come check us out. All right. Thank you.
Kristen, you got anything you want to add to that? Your experience here?
So far it's been amazing. I've gotten pretty close with the kids here, and they're really, although I help them, I feel like they help me more, like with my growth and stuff like that. But yeah, the program's awesome, and it definitely, I've seen some major improvements from some of the kids.
Yeah, it's weird to do. So yeah.
Yeah, with that being said, we just want to, like I said, just let the world know what's going on behind closed doors, because stories like this don't really get out. You got all the people with the money want to be up front. Yeah, we're doing this and doing that, but we're the ones that's doing the actual work. The work that needs to be done. The folks that's volunteering their time, because like I told Brother Ed, anytime somebody do something for free, that's a passion. They're operating in purpose. And anytime you operating in passion and purpose, you're going to see results, because that's love. And with that being said, that concludes another segment of Real Talk Cafe, where we're going to show the world the definition of real, because we're not afraid to say it or do it or live it, because we are it. Peace.